definitely not a Jew on the Adam Carolla Show. Dateline, Dunedin, Florida. A 41-year-old woman was arrested for domestic battery after attempting to hit her boyfriend with a watermelon. Definitely not a Jew.
Elisha Krauss in studio. She's got her op-ed for the Washington Examiner. Newsmakers every week. What's the subject this week, Elisha?
Oh, this week it's going to be about the transgender neighborhood in San Francisco.
Are they going to start one?
They've announced it. There's a whole video from a councilman and everything.
Let me tell you something. It's like when you do your Wakanda thing where you go, we're going to start an all black place or an all everything place doesn't work unless it's Asian. That'll work. Japanese, that works. Everything else turns into a shit show.
My favorite thing about the Wakanda stuff is when Black Panther came out, which I do love. It's a great movie in the Marvel Universe, in my opinion. But the Google searches for vacations in Wakanda.
Oh, really?
It was amazing.
Although will be a theme on a Carnival cruise soon.
Really?
I think.
You think?
I think that's where they're heading.
Wow.
The Wakanda cruise.
Wow.
Yeah. So, the transgender neighborhood.
Yeah, what does it mean?
Does it exist?
It does exist. Like there's like a whole social media post about it. I got to do a little bit of deep dive before I write about it today.
Oh, I can't believe it.
But I saw the Instagram post. Kudos to my husband. He sends me all these silly reels all the time. I think half of our relationship is Instagram DMs, of, like reels that we send back and forth. And he was like, is this for real? And I looked it up and it definitely is for real.
There is, huh? I don't think it's going to work, but okay.
I don't even know what it means.
I don't know what it means.
Like, what does a
either.
transgender neighborhood mean? Like, are only transgender people allowed there? If I go there, do I instantly become a man? If you go, do you become a woman? Like, what does it mean?
I don't know. It's mostly a mental disorder, this whole transgender shit, and we prop it up, and it's insane, and we're fucking kids up. But other than that,
you know, there's a village for dwarves in Long Beach, right?
I thought you were going to say
Is it
in
like
New Zealand,
that?
like Hobbitland?
Really?
Yeah, there is a
village.
Yeah, like their own town.
For dwarves.
Yeah, for yeah.
But are you not allowed there because you're not a...
No, I think you're allowed there, but I think people go there for the spectacle of it.
I went down to Long Beach, and I didn't even know I was in the dwarfs village, and I just went to go enjoy the beach, and I fell asleep, and I woke up, and I was tied down. And I was like, what the fuck is going on around here? Well, as it turns out, I was at the dwarf village and the Lilliputians.
That's it.
Okay.
I remember being terrified of that book when I was a kid.
The Gulliver's Travels?
Yeah.
All things when you were a kid were big and terrifying and
scary.
weird and
Yeah.
scared. Now kids are looking at weird German porn and stuff on their phone, and it's all a disaster.
By like 11. Do you know that? On average, by 11?
What? So
Horrifying.
see if you can confirm this Long Beach.
It's right here.
Midget Town in Long
Wow.
Beach refers to the
Urban legend.
Urban legend surrounding. The urban legend surrounding the La Linda Drive neighborhood, which is rumored to have built for little people after the movie Wizard of Oz. Well, there is no truth to the legend.
There you go. I'm Gullible's Travels.
It is suspiciously home to the largest per capita venues for miniature golf.
Really?
Yes.
Or as they call it, golf.
They just call it golf.
Right.
It's 18 championship holes to them.
Do you like mini golf or golf?
Miniature golf is fun with kids, and it's also like good first datey stuff
because it's
not
first date
not
option.
static where you're sitting in a movie theater, you're sort of moving around. You can have fun a little bit.
You can
with
chit
it.
chat. You can see, do I want this woman to have my children? Like, is she ambidextrous
Check
or
her
not?
form.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then at some point
you can help her.
Some point she beats you, and you get super angry and storm out of the date.
It's a good opportunity for the man and the woman to figure out like personality, competitive nature.
I never thought about about this, but the miniature golf always has the batting cage attached to it out here.
Yeah, like at Castle Park.
I think that's there for when the dude gets beat in miniature golf. He can be like, "Hey, let's hit the cages on the way out, okay, hon?" And she's like, "I've never played, but that's right." And I played JC ball.
Yeah, some
for
of them
3
also have
years at Pierce. So give me that fucking bat.
Some of them also have the slick track or go karts. It's like, all right,
we need
you won this
something.
one. Let's see how you
Because
drive.
any woman can beat any guy in miniature golf on any given Saturday. That's a given. But we're going to beat him in the batting cage.
That's
and
actually
that's for us.
a good psychological idea for a first date too, because then as a dude, you're like trying to make the woman feel confident in herself and like, right?
Oh,
Like
by letting her win?
By not letting her win, but if you're saying that the average woman could probably beat dudes in mini golf, then it's like
I think there is no real
like
advantage.
I'm gonna make her feel good about herself, and if she feels better about herself, then she might feel better about me. There's a psychology there.
You know, men win in golf because they drive the ball 65 yards further.
Yeah.
You know, but this is not that. Also, I think women, when it comes to miniature golf, may win at a even percentage or even higher because whereas the guy, he's like, I'm going to go for that center flume that's only 5 inches wide. I think I can catch it. Where the women go conservative, I'm just going to hit it into the side one and it's going to go down. And the guy goes for it and he does it 3 times and it comes back to him because he's going for it. You know what I mean?
My 12-year-old can beat my dad and my brother-in-law at golf because she's better at chipping and putting.
Oh, really?
To your point.
Regular golf?
Yeah.
All right.
Like out on 18 holes at DeBell or something.
My idea of a first date is go out and play miniature golf.
Yep.
She wins at miniature golf. We go by the cage. I smack a few around in there, let her know who the alpha is in the relationship, and then it's back to the car.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Try to get her in the windmill for a little action.
Try to get her in the
point.
windmill for a little action.
Yeah.
I worked at a mini golf like go-kart place in high school. It was called Gopher.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but Gopher.
Uh-huh.
A golf and Gopher a spin.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of cute.
It was clever.
What'd you do there?
I like kind of managed it because the owner was this old lady that was like, "You take over. I'm gonna go have some smokes."
High school job.
It was awesome.
Homeschool job.
It was awesome. And I think that she liked me because I could work all hours because I was homeschooled.
I was thinking about the other day. I was thrown off a go-kart track. I was also thrown off.
A little too wild.
I got thrown off a driving range, a golf driving range as well.
Why?
The guy just said, if you shank another one into the tennis court, you got to leave. And he stood there and he watched me shank the next one into the tennis court. And I didn't even talk to him. I just shanked it. He watched it. I watched it. And I just started leaving.
Was it a walk of shame?
Yeah, because
You're
people
like...
in the tennis court, I rented the club. That's how good a player I was. So I just gave him the club back and left. And I also realized Jimmy Kimmel has had air freshener sprayed at him in his face for farting up a bus and for farting up an airplane.
Okay.
But he's never done a train. And my thing is like, Jimmy, if you could fart up an Amtrak to the point where the steward got hold of the can and sprayed it at him, he got sprayed with, air
Sorry,
freshener.
I know you're going to circle back, but I don't know how this applies to getting kicked out of. Oh, you're talking about getting kicked out of places.
It's sort of like having your hands registered with the state of Nevada or something. You know what I mean? Like it's a feather in your cap.
Yeah.
If he could get someone to spray him down on a train with air freshener, he would do a train, a bus, and a plane.
That's the EGOT.
That's the EGOT. That's the hat trick. No one. I would argue, I don't think you're ever going to meet another person that actually had the EGOT in the air freshener farting up the space.
Yep.
Most Americans barely have one.
That's either the back sleeve or the introduction to the bio, but he has better chances of getting booted off a train if he goes business class surfliner.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Business
Gotta
class,
go bougie.
first liner, farted up.
Yeah.
And again, the person will go get the spray and spray it at you.
That's like pepper spray quality.
Yeah,
that's like
you're essentially a cockroach at this point, and that's right. Like that's the same theory. There's a punitive part of it. They don't go over the shoulder into the atmosphere. They go at the problem.
He's got to finish that. That's an empty feeling.
I've told him. He's like, I'm hosting a late night show. I'm like, blah, blah, blah.
He could go incognito and then just GoPro it for like you. Mm-hmm. And then nobody else would know.
I'll take his word for it. I was there for the
You're
plane.
a good friend. You wouldn't leak it to TMZ or anything.
Nah. I was there for the plane. I was there for the bus.
Oh, so he needs to take you.
Kinda.
Maybe you're his good luck charm.
Well, I'm an observer. You know, when you try to set a record, you have the guy from Guinness Book of World Records. You fly them out. They observe. So you need somebody on that train.
Would you tell the Guinness Book of World Records after he...
I don't know how many categories they have, but I would say it's one thing to fart up a plane and to fart up a bus. Mm-hmm. And many have done this. But how many of us have actually got a can of Airwick Wizard sprayed in our face?
Like they knew it was him?
He was maced with air freshener.
Oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing. I would be mortified.
Well, we were impressed, but okay.
Difference between men and women right there.
Yeah, that's the homeschooling.
Well,
all right, what do we got?
Well, Ilhan Omar.
Oh, yeah.
One of my
She's a delight.
One of my least favorite
Can we at least
people.
just admit these bitches hate this country? Can we, listen, I grew up with this. I grew up with my mom. My mom would be like, first off, no one actually says, I hate this country. They just go, this is a great country. It's the greatest country on earth. But you have to realize the horrors of slavery and the Bataan Death March and the Trail of Tears. And it's like, do you love this country, bitch?
Well, see, Ilhan Omar won't even say that.
She won't even say
She won't even say this is a great country.
Once in a while they do, they go, this is a great country, and that's why we have to do this, and we're not doing any of it.
Yeah, so Ilhan Omar would say, this is a great country, that's why we can't fund the Jews or something.
She's horrible. She's the worst, especially since we saved her from her piece of shit country. But all right,
no, forget that. Forget about that. And now we've made her a millionaire.
Oh, really?
Apparently, she's always denied and said that she is not a millionaire. Quote saying, "I am not a millionaire." But the Washington Free Beacon and some other outlets, but the Free Beacon was the first to it, found a 2025 disclosure. And she and her husband. So Tim has a couple of different businesses.
She and her husband, or she and her brother?
This is her husband.
Oh, but she married. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So they've had a really good year.
Sing-songy too. Oh, she sounds like that reporter as well. She goes up. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
So but as a congresswoman, she makes $175,000 a year.
All right.
By the way, the Roberts Rules of Order says that whether you're a man or a woman, you're supposed to be called like congressman. There's no but I don't know. This day and age, I'm just going to say congresswoman. She makes $175,000 a year, but her husband's net worth is now ranging, or their joint net worth is now ranging from $6 million to upwards of $30 million. Yeah. It's because of a couple of companies that he owns. One is a VC firm, and another one is a winery right here in California.
Well, what I've learned from Bernie Sanders is, if you notice, once everyone did the math on Bernie Sanders, like, hey, you got 3 homes and you are a millionaire and all you do is rail against, he swapped out. They all swapped out millionaire for billionaire in like the last 9 months. So they are millionaires. So again, you can't complain about millionaires if you're a millionaire. So you just swap it out to billionaire.
He also stopped talking about private planes because he and AOC, when they were doing their whole socialism marches around the country, including here in LA,
stop the oligarchy.
They're going to stop the oligarchy, but they flew private.
Can I tell you something? If I was in the room when you're pitching me, like, what's the name of this tour going to be? Stop the oligarchy. I was going to be like, you know what? If I was in the room when UPS pitched What Can Brown Do For You, I would have done the exact same thing I'm about to do now. Bad idea. Yep. Don't fucking do it. Yep. No one knows what oligarchy is. Yep. No one can spell oligarchy. Old man, you can't say oligarchy. And that's not it. If you want to go the Fair's Fair tour, or Rich Pay Their Fair Share tour, or something, or the middle class tour or something. Yeah. But stop the oligarchy is not a good thing to put on a sign.
You have to explain it. They all went to public school, so they don't understand it.
Right.
It's a lot.
Right. All right. So she's rich, and
she's rich, and she's saying she's not rich.
Can it go any other way?
I mean, like every congressperson I'm aware of is like pretty well off.
Yeah.
Like 175 grand in a lot of the country is good money.
Yeah, but it's not enough to have. How does your net worth get to be $96 million off 180 grand? I'm talking about, there's like Nancy Pelosi and all these people.
Well, that's the insider trading.
Right. Okay. I just look at. Here's what I'm saying. I have plenty of rich friends, and it turns out rich people are better than poor people, much better. I grew up with poor people. They're fucking horrible. They're horrible. There's a reason they're poor.
I like my favorite kind of rich person, though, is the kind of rich person that started poor and then built it themselves. Yeah, not that daddy gave it to them.
All the rich people I know are that way. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I'm glad they're rich. I'm rich. It's good. It's a good thing. And I don't begrudge anyone being rich. What I hate is when people do the poor talk who are rich.
Yes.
That's the problem. The problem with the Nancy Pelosi's of the world is you never stop talking about the little man, and then you go out to the hair salon and get your hair colored during COVID, and you have a walk-in refrigerator with your fucking husband who drives a Porsche and is worth $300 million. That's the part I don't like.
And live on Billionaires Row in San Francisco.
Right. If you want to just be rich and fucking... And by the way, tip of the cap to anyone who ever goes, hey, bitch, I work hard. Mm-hmm. Like, I work. Dawson, what'd we do last weekend? Okay. What did Adam Carolla do last weekend? He worked. What's Adam Carolla do this next weekend? Worked. What's Adam Carolla do the weekend after that? Worked. What's he do the weekend after that? Worked. Okay. I work weekends. I'm rich. But if you just go, hey, I fucking have 3 jobs and I work most Saturdays out of the year, then good for you.
Yeah.
Just don't give me a fucking speech about loving all the poor people and everything and being rich. Just go fucking get rich. It's fine. And say I work hard.
Ilhan Omar, yeah. It's like her being a millionaire the problem? No.
No,
her
she has to
lying
pretend.
about
She has to pretend.
Her lying about not being a millionaire is the problem.
This is the best. I don't know if you can find it anywhere, Dawson. The best one. I don't know if you can find this or Andrew can find this, but there's a clip we used to have. I used to play it all the time. Or once in a while, I would play it. It is Michael Moore on Howard Stern. Remember I would play that clip? Howard Stern, who's also rich, likes to obsess about what other people are getting paid. I mean, he's like, how much you get paid? How much you get paid for that? Whatever. And Stern will never talk about how much he gets paid, but he gets paid more than all of them. But all right.
We played this on the radio show.
We played on the radio. So Michael Moore, his net worth at the time was $50 million, right?
Making a shitty documentary.
Lots of them. But Michael Moore... See, everyone understand this. Michael Moore is the aw shucks blue-collar guy from Flint, Michigan, who's always fighting for the people.
Yeah.
Right. So he can't walk around with a $50 million worth of net worth because he's the poor guys fighting for people.
Yeah.
Michael Moore dresses like an out-of-work lesbian trucker for a reason, because he has a poor person costume.
Yes.
He takes a crumpled up hat and he puts it on.
Yeah.
He wears a stinky T-shirt.
It has like even the gross like sweat stains whenever he's on MSNBC and he's wearing the gross hat that needs to get washed.
He goes on Bill Maher wearing a T-shirt and a fucked up trucker's hat because it's a costume.
Yeah.
A poor person's costume, and every day's Halloween to that guy because he's living a lie.
Cosplaying.
Right. Now, poor people, if a poor person was going to be a guest on Bill Maher's show, they would get a suit to wear for Bill Maher's show. But not Michael Moore, who's a rich person who dresses like an out-of-work lesbian trucker.
Yeah.
So he was on Stern once, a million years ago, and Stern was going, how much do you have?
Yeah.
And Michael Moore can't go, I got millions.
Yeah.
Because he's playing a role. Because he wants you to believe that he is this person.
He wanted, at that time, he probably wanted them to believe he's better than like the Cheneys and the Bushes and like all the warmongers and like military-industrial complex.
Rich people are bad, poor people are good, and he's a poor person. He's good, and he fights for poor people. Think Ellen dancing at the beginning of her show, or Rosie O'Donnell, their Cutie Patootie Chub Club, or Bill Cosby dancing at the beginning of his show. They're trying to get you to think of them as a certain way. So Stern keeps saying to him, well, what's your net worth? He's like, I don't know. And he goes, well, Stern goes, you're a millionaire, right? And he goes, no. He goes, well, how can you not be a millionaire? And he goes, I don't know. He goes, well, look, you made Bowling for Columbine or whatever it was. The movie cost $2 million to make, and it grossed $86 million. So how are you not?
Who made that money?
How are you not rich? You made 5 of those.
Did you redistribute it to the rest of the crew?
And he's like, well, I don't know. I don't think I could be. By the way, you make films. You know what the gross is and what they cost and the budget and everything else.
How well it did.
Yeah, I mean, and he's had docs that were like, probably under $2 million to make that made $50 million. So there's going to be some cheese heading his way. And he did the because he's a liar. And then he goes, he goes, but so Stern does what Stern does. It's funny. He goes, but you are a millionaire, right? Well, I don't want to, because that's a horrible title to call fake poor guy, right? Who's playing a role. So he goes, I don't know. And then Stern goes, oh, wait a second. You have $1 million. And he goes, maybe with the house.
Stop.
I swear to God, because he's lying just like all these fucking people lie because they're scared you're going to find out who they really are.
Everybody in LA is a millionaire because every house in LA is $1 million.
Right.
Andrew is currently looking for that. In the meantime, I added Ilhan Omar to the Family Guy news lady. So let's see.
Let's see.
Tom, I'm standing here with flawless skin next to the shedding, crumbling, dusty, ancient relics of white people my age.
After months of searching, Lynn Ray Wentworth and her husband were thrilled to find what they thought was their dream home.
But this is not the moment to point fingers at people. It is time for us to come together and figure out what the actual solutions are so that there are no more dead angels in our communities.
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty close.
The cadence is there.
Anyway, I think I may hate her the most. And I hate her the most because we saved her life, and she comes here and she hates this place.
And talks about how awful we all are.
Yeah, in Minneapolis, good fucking luck over there with the Somalis. Have fun. Make sure you kowtow and placate. Make sure you get a lot of them.
Yeah.
And you dance, and you dance, and you dance.
What was that, in Ann Arbor? Is that one of the places over the weekend? Labor Day weekend decided to have like a pro-terrorist rally?
Yeah, they're doing a lot of that. Listen, it's a huge mistake. Anyone who does is going to be fucked. Europe's fucked already. Good luck to you.
Should we stay on politics for a moment?
All right.
Talk about other people we don't like in politics, like old guys? Do we have this video of Jerry Nadler? So Jerry Nadler, he's been in office since 1977.
Jesus Christ.
11 years before I was born.
Wow.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. There's a great clip. That's that Jerry Nadler clip where they ask him about Antifa. And it's like, that doesn't really exist. Was that Antifa? I can't remember which
I know.
was.
I think it was. It was like look at this. He's not, you can't even see him.
He's shorter than the podium. He used to be wider than he was tall.
Yeah, he's lost some weight. Maybe he went on Ozempic.
I think so. He's full of retarded ideas, this guy, yes.
People are wearing masks and are totally unidentified, and the question is why?
Why?
The question is why. It's completely improper, and again, one has to assume they're hiding something, or they're hiding misbehavior, because otherwise, why would they be wearing masks and denying their identity?
You can't see him standing behind
Somebody
the
needs to get him an Apple box.
He wants to know why ICE.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing, Nadler and or any other Democratic politician. You keep asking the question, why? Why are they wearing masks? Would you like an answer? They don't want to be recognized because they don't want to put their family in danger because they're being doxxed. Okay, there's your answer.
Yeah.
Did you ask anybody? Why don't you ask them why they're doing it? If you'd like an answer, ask them.
And
then they'll tell you what I just said. And then you'll have your answer.
You'd have people like Nadler and Ilhan Omar out there being like, this is John Doe, and he lives at 111 Main Street, and his children go to school here. It happens all the time.
Yes, that's why they're wearing masks.
The people like him who are not forthcoming with, yes, that's obviously the answer, they're relying on an uninformed electorate.
Yes.
They think, oh, they're doing bad things because they are masked.
He doesn't.
But during COVID, if you're masked, or even now if you're at Ralph's and you're masked, you're a shiro. Okay. Well, we can say adios because he's going to retire.
Oh, good.
And I hope that he, unlike Joe Biden, actually goes and has a good retirement. That'd be nice. He's 78 years old.
Well, he can eat a lot of ice cream.
He can go.
Maybe they'll hit him with an indictment on his way out.
Ice
Trump
cream.
might.
Joe Biden. Ice cream is smart for Joe Biden because in the world of politics, you can't really just go, I'm a huge Steelers fan, because then you'll alienate all the Baltimore Ravens fans out there. And you can't really do it with lots of stuff, because then every time you go, this is my favorite. If you go, listen, I love The Who, Rolling Stones can suck a dick, then you'll piss off a lot of people. But when you go, I love ice cream, everyone just goes, that's my guy.
The other thing is
everyone loves ice cream.
But what flavor?
It serves as kind of a smokescreen in interviews, because seriously, how do you actually interview somebody who is eating an ice cream cone?
You can't.
You can't, because there's an urgency to the ice cream cone. They're licking. They got it in their mouth. They can't. They can't. It's like,
by the way, female candidates, just don't ever be caught on camera with an ice cream cone.
He just likes it, because isn't his favorite flavor vanilla?
Yeah.
No.
That does not exist. He can also claim brain freeze if he ever has a question he can't answer on the ice cream.
Perfect.
All right, so Nadler's
retiring.
Gone, fine.
And apparently it's because he's not progressive enough. The Democrats are going to be running a 26-year-old, young gun against him.
Yeah.
And so he was like, peace, I'm out in 2026.
Good luck.
Good
luck with all that.
So I can't pronounce any names in this upcoming story. I apologize in advance. But did you see this insane video that went viral over the weekend at the U.S. Open?
Oh, the tennis?
Yep. We have the video here for your live reaction.
This popped in my head. Well, look at the vid, but I'm going to ask Andrew to look for this. It popped in my head, and I'm looking at Dawson, too. Remember I kept saying that minivan that slammed into that semi-truck, they didn't put the brakes on? What was going on with that minivan? Who's driving that minivan? And it was a Florida, and it was a minivan. So we just assumed 3 white guy Floridians and someone was texting, and the 3 people were from Haiti.
It was definitely part of distracted drive. They were from Haiti?
They're all 3 Haitian.
Wow.
And the guy was driving had been here for 2 years. And last I checked, they don't do probably a lot of high-speed driving in Haiti, right? And you can look it up. But there's definitely, I kept saying, what's wrong with the driver? Why didn't the driver hit the brake? We did 20 minutes on. That minivan just slammed. You didn't see it lean forward.
Yeah.
Not a puff of smoke came out of the front tire. It wasn't a lock it up. It was just, it looked like the minivan was traveling 55 down the highway and was traveling 55 when it hit the truck. It didn't swerve. It didn't anything. And I kept going, what's wrong with those drivers? You can look it up, but it was a weird article that somebody tweeted me that all 3 of the people were Haitian. And again,
that brings up a good question. So my niece is almost 16. She's has her permit. She's driving all these places. She just drove cross country with her grandparents and is practicing and has to have so many hours behind the wheel of a car before she can officially get her license when she turns 16 in December. When we have people immigrate from other countries, maybe we should do a better job at implementing a permit type system, because it is very different. It shocks me. I'm going to Spain next week, and I'm I'm not going to drive in Spain. I can't read all the signs, and I don't know what side of the road they're on and all that stuff. To take someone who immigrated here and just expect that they know how to do a thing with all of the Americanisms the 4-lane highways and toll roads and all this stuff. It's not fair to them or us to just let them go.
Well, Haiti's probably the poorest place in the hemisphere. I mean, it's the poorest place. I'd say not a lot of car ownership, I would probably say. And probably not a lot of guys, not a lot of people own Corvettes there. It's not like a lot of spirited driving going on. They don't have a history in NASCAR or road racing or something.
They also
like
don't
that.
have like 100 miles of an interstate.
Right,
just goes straight.
They don't have driver's ed either.
They don't. Yeah, so they don't.
That's sad.
They don't have anything for driving over there. So I'm saying this guy was not used to going down the interstate at 60 miles an hour. Is what I'm saying in Haiti. So when it comes to when I kept saying what was wrong with that driver, now the thing about people that are bad drivers or that happens. Oh God, I hate these people, but they panic. Mm-hmm. Like I just saw footage of a guy backing a pickup truck off a pier because it was like a kid backing it up, and he panicked and punched the accelerator, and the car just went into the bay. I've been with people that they panic and they go, they stomp on the accelerator, they can't process it.
But
or
this
whatever.
driver didn't do any of those things.
Well, he could have panicked and froze, or whatever he did. He didn't react, but because he probably didn't do a lot of driving for the 25 years he was in Hades, and then he came here for 2 years and did probably limited driving, and then they gave him this minivan, and he didn't react like someone would react. That's all I'm putting. I don't know how much driving goes. What percentage of people own a car in Hades? That's all I'm saying. All right, so this guy,
he's the CEO of a publicly traded company, by the way, called Drugbruck. It's like a paving company.
I like this guy.
This is. I'm not going to. Andrew said, just say it fast. Piotr Szczerek. So you've seen this video, right? Should we play it for the audience?
He's the Polish guy.
Yeah.
Who?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. They're at the U.S. Open. Someone's handing out the guy
that just won. I also can't say his name.
Hands his hat out.
Hands is signing things, handing things out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he hands it to the kid, and then the guy steals it
and puts it in his wife's bag.
Puts it in his wife's bag.
Like she's there videoing the whole thing.
And now
I'm assuming it's his wife.
Yeah, well, let's hope we don't have another Coldplay situation. that would be funny if that was
if this was a double whammy.
Yeah.
It's like jerk and look, the kid actually, if you watch I watched a minute-long clip, that kid followed him.
Oh, really?
That kid had some tenacity because he followed him for a little bit and was like, hey, man, hey. Like he's talking to him and he's like, hey, he took the hat from me.
Right.
Like you can read his lips and that's what he's saying to him.
Right.
And that lady's just there like smiling and grinning. He got the hat and he stuck it in the bag.
Right. So here's how we work, and this is how we should all work. I told everyone last week or the week before that when somebody parks, I had a woman park in the middle of my driveway at my place where I couldn't get on either side. And then the next time she parked across and blocked it, right? Now I go nuts. And then everyone goes, so what? It's just a car. Just go move the car. And I go, no, it's a window into who the person really
100%.
is. It's who they are. Because it's 10 cents worth a hat. Who cares? Oh, no, it's a window to who that guy is. As a human being, this is why we react so strongly to this. We don't care about the kid. By the way, the kids at the U.S. Open or the whatever Open, when I was 8, there was no tennis. I wasn't hanging out at a tennis tournament.
Like down close enough to touch a winner.
Kid is rich. Yeah. That kid is doing better than every kid you grew up with, including yourself. There's no
better than my kids.
Me going to my dad. Hey, Dad, I think we should head down to Flushing Meadows this weekend. He'd be like, "What the fuck are you? Are you kidding? By the way, we're not going to." We wouldn't go to Knott's Berry Farm on your birthday. Are you kidding me? We're not going to attend. So that kid is fine. It's not the hat. Everyone in this picture is doing great. All rich white people are at a tennis thing. Everyone's doing fine. It's not that. It's a window into who this person is.
So that's
why we react this way.
But here's my 2 cents, because I had the exact same thought as you. So we're on the same wavelength there. But this guy is the CEO of a publicly traded company. He has the fiduciary responsibility to do whatever it takes within legal bounds to make his stockholders and his board and all of his employees and everything the most money possible. So he is probably like this at his job, in his personal life, all that stuff, 99.9% of the time. And people are cheering him on because he's making a moolah. But then when it is public And in a situation like this, I almost don't think it's fair to criticize him for his assholism showing when he's probably like that all the time and he tends to get cheered on for it.
Good point.
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, we do that. It's funny. With Michael Jordan, they just go, oh, Michael Jordan, man. It wasn't just basketball. You play dominoes with that guy. He'll try anything to beat you. He'll try anything. And everyone goes, oh, that's who he is.
Yeah, it's who he is. And this guy, you can tell it's who he is based on his apology. If your kids gave you this apology, if my kids gave me this apology, I just massively eye roll. He said that he was like overcome because it was a fellow Polish dude that like won a game. I guess he beat out a Russian.
It's like he was at a Tony concert
and felt the spirit.
So he said, quote, I would like to unequivocally apologize to the boy who was harmed, his family, as well as all the fans and the player himself. I made a serious mistake. In the emotions and the crowd's joy after the victory, I was convinced that the tennis player was handing the cap in my direction for my sons who had earlier asked for autographs. It is a painful but necessary lesson for me. He went on to say that for years, together with my wife, I've been involved in helping children and young athletes, but this situation showed me that one moment of carelessness can undo years of work and support.
Yeah,
He's a millionaire, by the way, just like Ilhan Omar. And he said, therefore, I will engage more actively in initiatives supporting children and youth, as well as actions against violence and hate. Like, why does everything have to be like DEI and like, you know,
gotta stop hate.
I believe that only through deeds can I rebuild this lost trust.
He looks like a Bond villain, but in the made-for-TV movie.
Like the cheaper version.
Yeah. All right. Do we put the Michael Moore thing on your things to do list then?
By the way, 1% of the Haitian population owns cars.
Right.
And I imagine that several people own several cars.
Guys,
right. So there
are 11 cars for every 1,000 people in Haiti.
This guy did not grow up driving.
No.
And he certainly don't have an interstate system over there. So he's going on a run to Indiana or whatever.
If we're not doing something,
and my repeated speculation over and over when everyone was going, what's wrong with this long haul trucker? I was like, yes. And what's wrong with the guy who never applied the brakes?
Yeah.
Something's wrong with that person. And everyone went, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, black guy. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Victims of Florida Turnpike crash were Haitian immigrants headed to Indiana. Yeah.
That's sad. I mean, it's all sad. It's sad.
It's all sad, but now you're in some weird zone because the dude in the semi-truck who pulled a U-turn, that was a careless move. But there's a world where this guy applies the brakes, tells him to F off in Haitian, and then drives to Indiana, and we never heard about this, right?
Yeah.
Now, this guy's up for triple homicide or triple manslaughter or whatever. And at some point, you got to go, look, I pulled a bad move. But the dude driving the minivan doesn't know how to drive, and that definitely was a factor here.
But I think they'll focus on the if not for argument, if not for him being in this country.
They will focus on that, but as I talked to Mark Garagos about, if you're defending this guy...
That's what you say.
You're defending the truck driver, sorry, you are going to get into this guy not having a driver's license in Haiti and then coming here.
So when you went to your prom in Haiti, did you guys take a limo or did you drive your date?
We took a donkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then how stupid and easy it is to get a driver's license here, probably.
That's what I'm saying. It's like American kids have to go through so many hours and so much testing between a permit and a license, but an immigrant can come here and just...
Did he even have a driver's license here? You know what I mean? He had a visa, like a work visa or something.
Right.
Okay.
He had a permit to work. One of them had a permit to work. They don't know. They're not releasing the information on the other two yet.
DMV employees are depressed and sad anyway. Stick them in a car with immigrants and be like, hey, before we give you a temporary license, could you drive around the block?
Yeah, this is your test drive, bitch.
Can you go out on the 10 and figure out?
It would be interesting, Andrew, for your to-do list and your Michael Moore clip is to find out that this guy even have a driver's license, or do you get some sort of temporary whatever? Yeah, when I got my motorcycle license, when I got pulled over and they towed my motorcycle and I had to go get the motorcycle and all that kind of stuff, they go, you need to have a motorcycle license to go get your motorcycle out of the impound yard. And I go, well, how do I get a motorcycle license? I can't do the test because I don't have my motorcycle. It's on the impound yard. And they go, oh, we give you a temporary thing, which means, as far as they're concerned, I still don't know how to ride a motorcycle, but here's your piece of paper to go get it from the impound lot, and then you can drive it again.
Maybe what we're discovering is our system is just screwed, and we need to reinforce all of it.
It's a good point. All right.
I do think maybe even people like over 70 should have to take a test more often.
Jerry Nadler.